Join us on Patreon to support our channel and the work we do to help people, animals and the planet.
You'll get rewards like ebooks, one-on-one Skype calls and online coaching discounts. Hi guys, so I had a viewer question about my hyperhidrosis that I used to suffer from before finding the high-carb, low-fat vegan lifestyle. Basically it was profuse sweating. So I would experience it under my armpits, my business shirts would always be soaked through, it was just awful. My hands, I couldn't shake someone's hand because it would always be covered in a pool of sweat and I'd have to keep a handkerchief, I don't know whether you even know what that is, in my pocket so that I could wipe my hand on the handkerchief before shaking someone's hand. My feet would sweat profusely and I could never go barefoot anywhere without leaving trails and puddles of water behind me. It was just awful. It was a source of embarrassment and frustration for me, and I suffered from this for years. And I'd always be patting myself down with tissues under my armpits, and also my flip-flops would always accumulate puddles of sweat, and I'd been mopping those up with tissues lest I be slip sliding everywhere as I was walking. So it really affected my life. It was a terrible, terrible time. And it was something that continued even after I went vegan. And that's because I began as a high-fat vegan. And as we've said before, consuming more than 15 to 20% of daily calories from fat has an inflammatory effect on the body. And all diseases have an inflammatory basis. Not that hyperhidrosis is necessarily a disease. Well, it actually is a dis-ease of the body. It's related to the glandular system and hormones, and a high-fat diet, even a high-fat vegan diet, was clearly throwing out my hormonal balance, and I was only able to re-establish it when I came to the high-carb, low-fat vegan lifestyle. And it's definitely not related to the weather, because I was living in Thailand years ago and suffering from hyperhidrosis. I'm living in Thailand now and it is hot and it's sweaty, but I'm not suffering from hyperhidrosis because I've changed my diet and lifestyle. That's the only thing that has changed. I just sweat normally now, like a normal person would. I don't have to wear socks inside. I can walk around on the tiles barefoot. My flip-flops aren't covered in puddles of sweat, So if chronic sweating is something that you find debilitating and you've been suffering from, definitely recommend you try a high-carb, low-fat vegan lifestyle. And I say lifestyle because it's not just about diet. That is the main component, but it's also about being properly slept, properly hydrated, moving your body, doing some exercise, all of those important things. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you found this video helpful. If so, please give it a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.
When you eat enough of the right foods, you get everything you need. You do not need to walk around with a checklist every day saying, measuring, am I having enough calcium, enough protein, enough iron? That's not how it works. Just eat